Blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Back at it again with another video. Thank you all for tuning in. Now, we have two stories to look at in this one. We see where the likes of Gayle, Darren Bravo, Kieran Pollard, Nikita Miller, Shannon Gabriel, and the list goes on. We see where these players are all set to don the West Indies colors once again. And they will be captained by Christopher Henry Gayle. Gonna give you all the information you need on that. Plus, we're gonna be talking Coach Darren Sammy. As we get closer to the first test against Australia, Coach Sammy, he gave us another update on how things are actually going at the training camp that they're having, right? According to Sammy, they are confident and they are preparing well. Just give a listening ear and you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section. All right, let's start off with the former West Indies players. I am taking this one from the Sports Star, so all credit goes to them. The headline says Gayle returns to lead star-studded West Indies squad for World Championship of Legends Season 2. And I must admit, it's a pretty good squad, right? It's a good squad. So it says, sanctioned by the England and Wales Cricket Board, the World Championship of Legends is the only international T20 league for retired professionals. Let's go down into the article. So it says, former internationals Gayle, Kieran Pollard, and Darren Bravo are set to headline a star-studded West Indies squad as the World Championship of Legends Season 2 kicks off in the United Kingdom from July 18 to August 2nd. Now it says alongside them, the West Indies champions will also boast names like Sheldon Cottrell, Lendl Simmons, Dwayne Smith, Shannon Gabriel, and the Tiger, Shivnarine Chanderpaul. Says captain Gayle, captain once again for the 2025 season, stays true to his promise that he made last year. Right? This is Gayle now, and I quote, "Last year, I promised the fans that the season would be greater, and here we are. I'm back as captain of the West Indies champions, playing alongside my brothers, Bravo and Pollard. With this squad, expect nothing less than fireworks." So West Indies cricket runs through our veins. We are here to win. End quote. That's what Gayle is saying. They are there to win. Man, I am really looking forward to seeing these guys again. You understand? As I said, people like Sheldon Cottrell, Shannon Gabriel, Lendl Simmons, Fidel Edwards, Chadwick Walton, Kieran Pollard, Gayle, Darren Bravo, Suleiman Ben, Ashley Nurse, Shivnarine Chanderpaul, Dwayne Smith, Nikita Miller, Dave Mohammed, and William Perkins. Not too sure why the shatter himself isn't there. He played last year, but doesn't seem as if he was available for this year. So, yeah, Gayle said that we can look out for fireworks, and they are there to win. Definitely looking forward to seeing, especially the Tiger out there. I mean, most of these guys, we have seen them in different leagues and stuff like that, but since Shiv stepped away, we haven't really seen much of him. So, really and truly looking forward to seeing the Tiger out there doing some work. All right, let's move on to our coach, Darren Sammy. Now, as we get closer to facing Australia, Coach Darren Sammy is confident. Man said that things are going well. Now, I am taking this from the Sportsmax website. Going to be doing a little bit of reading, so just bear with me as I go through. So the headline says, Sammy pleased with Windies camp intensity, eyes fortress mentality ahead of Australia test. And I think we're going to go through the build-up. I'm just going straight to what our coach is saying. So this is Darren Sammy, and I quote, "I am happy with what I saw during this camp. The energy and effort the guys put in is something I always emphasize. You don't need talent to give effort, and the effort and attention to detail that was on display in the camp was good, end quote. So it seems as if the camp has come to an end, and Sammy is saying, listen, the energy and the effort and the intensity was good. Will it be enough? We will see in a couple days' time. Sammy went on to say, we know Australia is a team that has not lost in the Caribbean since 1991. Right? Since 1991. That's a couple years before I make my entrance to this earth. Long time ago. Right? And so we know what a challenge we face. We went in their backyard and drew a series. And the culture we are trying to build is to make our home a fortress. And what I have seen in the last 10 days here at the camp tells me that we are ready for the first test at Kensington. End quote. Sammy went on to say the squad was carefully selected with specific roles in mind and what it is that is required for us to be successful playing at this international level. We had 2 intense days of mimicked full days of test cricket. We focused on how the openers should approach the innings, how the middle order builds around that, and other specifics in terms of how we want to go about things. Sammy went on to say, we need to be able to take 20 wickets in order to win a test match. And we need to be able to bat at least 120 overs in the first innings. Going at what pace? It is something we never do. Cricket is a game of shifting fortunes and glorious uncertainties. So for us, it is focusing on our preparation, understanding the challenge that we will be facing, which is the opposition, and coming up with a game plan that we back ourselves to execute. Sammy went on to say, so Australia, whether Steve Smith is there or not, are equally capable of winning test matches. The statistics have shown and proven over the last decade that they are one of the top teams in the world. And so it's for us now to fine-tune and focus on the areas where we have to improve. End quote for now. So Sammy is saying, listen, whether Steve Smith is there or not, we know that they're a good team. We just need to fine-tune what the few things that we have to fine-tune and go out there and put the work out. According to Sammy, they're looking to turn our backyard in a fortress, right? They want to make sure that we are comfortable at home. Sammy went on to say, we have looked at our performances from the last World Test Championship cycle and are working to build on the good and correct the bad in this cycle and build for the future. We do have a brand that we want to play, and the personnel that we have selected need to go out and do well. He finished off by saying, we are confident we wouldn't be training the way we are planning. Go again. We are confident we wouldn't be training the way we are or planning the way we are if we didn't believe we could win. That's what it's all about. Building a winning culture, communicating clearly and backing each other. Because when you are going up against the top team in the world, you will need every ounce of belief, end quote. That much I agree with. Doesn't make any sense you go out on the field if you don't believe you can win. If you don't believe you can give a good account of yourself, doesn't make any sense you go out there. So Sammy said that they believe they can win and they just need to fine-tune a couple things. So let us see. Big up on yourself.